Hello. Name's Kevin Fette. I live on 370.
Please.
Broken. Hello. My name is Kevin Fette. I live on 375 Collinstaff Road, Harrisville, Rhode Island. I'm up here for two issues. One is, just you know, I actually have a meeting scheduled at National Grid to get the poison wood taken out of my house 2 days from now. The 13th meeting scheduled, but it is scheduled, so they're going to work on that. But also in the meantime, after looking at all the plans from Invenergy, I'm right on the easement. I'm literally 12 feet from the easement. And National Grid also informed me they were 100% positive that the new line that's going to be going in to support this plant was going to be on the opposite side of the power line. It is, but it's going to be moved all three lines closer to my house. Now, in the actual application, all the fields, the electromagnetic fields, are going to double or even triple. Is there any? Oh, sorry. Is there any recourse or anything that the board can do for people that are impacted the most? I know the people that live close to the power plant, right across the street, they're going to be impacted with the noise ordinance and things like that. But does the board have a say in if people that are living along the right-of-way that are going to be impacted? I'm talking outside the right-of-way. I just had 3 members from National Grid up my house yesterday, again, for the 50th meeting, to show them the application that they have no idea anything about. They're going to install the power line, but they have no idea it's going in. Dealing with the big companies is fun. I've been doing this, you know, for what, 5 years now? So hopefully this meeting is going to get the poison wood from the power line taken out of my house. But I also like to know if there's any way, if you can show in the application, which I showed National Grid, the impact of my home being this close to the power line, of the magnetic fields, if they're going to increase to a substantial amount. Is there anything the board can do for recommendations to have Invenergy and or National Grid come up and do some measurements for the people along the right-of-way that are impacted by the actual line from this power plant? Is that something that would be feasible?
It should be.
I mean, I showed the National Grid engineers and people that come with the community schmoozes. I showed them guys, and also the gentlemen that are going to be coming, the engineers and the attorneys that are going to be coming up there to finally take this wood. I showed them the application, and they were surprised, supposedly, about the increase of, it showed the actual increase of the magnetic field off the easement, a good 200 feet. So is there any way that can be looked at by the board to see if that does impact people, and if there is some kind of recourse or something they can do to help homeowners, the little guy? Is there any way we can do that?
Kevin, your first issue is a separate issue that I know you've talked to Patty Lucarelli about.
Yes, I have.
So she will follow up with you on that. On the EMF issue, it is something we've raised in our order in terms of further information being needed, and we'll just take your comments and your suggestion into account like we are everyone else, and further address the issues. The process goes on. It's not a question we can answer right now. Just take your that you raised is important.
But now, is any of these issues for the impact of the homeowners that are impacted the greatest? Is there anything you're going to be responding on any of these questions that people have? Or is this just going to be, we're going to tell you how we feel and that's it? I mean, is it going to be...
So this is a public hearing where we are here to listen and take into account all the issues that you raised, and later in the process, all of these issues will be responded to.
All right, now when I speak to these people in 2 days, I'm going to ask them, because of this new line coming in, if they can come to the homeowners along the line to measure these fields and things like that. That's something that maybe later on you can address. When would that be? That you might address some of these issues?
We're not here to discuss the stuff.
I just want to know what you
explain
think.
the process,
Okay.
and that's one of the things that is asked for in the advisory opinion. So we just can't comment on it now.
I'm
It
just
would be inappropriate.
The only reason I'm asking is because all these small issues that people are asking and the homeowners, on top of the wood, I'm still dealing with issues from 5 years ago from the easement of all this stuff called spoils that they dig out of the holes from the poles. They dug from my neighbor's house across the street and dumped all over my yard. I guess they can't be near the wetlands, but they can be in my front yard. No, but so that's an issue that will be with the power line going through from Invenergy, that they'll be doing the same type of construction. So is that something that you can address also?
It's something that's already covered in the requested advisory opinion.
The 136
The time's up.
The 136 loads of spoils from across the street from Giant Loader that was spread out in my front yard and my poison wood all from my house was
Your
addressed?
time is up.
Okay, thank you.